Sometimes I wonder what my life would be like if I lived in another city. What would this alternate life feel like? And who would I become?
City.
To find out, I decided to run away for 72 hours to pretend like I live in New York City. And this is what my romanticized mornings would look like. So the plan for today is to go try some iced matcha, because I love matcha and I want to see what New York matcha tastes like. Maybe even get a New York bagel. There are a couple of bookstores I want to go to here, so if I have time, I'll stop by those. But the main plan is to take the ferry over to Brooklyn and meet up with my old college roommate Jackie, and we are going to be going to a romance-only bookstore. I've been wanting to go to this for a couple of months now, so I'm excited to get to do it. For morning skincare, I go in with the hyaluronic acid serum from Inky List. And then I'm going in with the moisturizer. Now this is not the Tatcha moisturizer. I just transferred my Cetaphil daily moisturizer into this little container. So this is Cetaphil, not Tatcha. My skin gets really sensitive to the sun in the summer, even if I wear sunscreen. And this is the morning skincare routine that I feel like has been helping me out. The only thing about the Cetaphil cream is that it's more on the heavy side. So as much as it feels amazing and it's moisturizing, the only downside if you have oily skin is that it can kind of make you a little bit too glowy and oily throughout the day. But I kind of embrace it only because I would rather have hydrated, moisturized skin over dehydrated skin that's irritated. And then for lip balm, I just use the Glossier Balm.com in Mint. This is my all-time favorite. I did get it sent in PR, but I would definitely repurchase this with my own money. It smells minty fresh. It smells so good. I had an incredible shower. I didn't even realize they have Byredo products in this hotel room, which is really nice because I've never tried any Byredo products before, and shockingly loved it, which is so bad because I'm pretty sure Byredo is on the pricier side. Also, don't mind this little rash here. My skin gets irritated every time I like scratch it, touch it. It's a very sensitive skin. First thing I'm gonna do is, sunscreen. I ran out of sunscreen. I wanted to buy some, but I couldn't get myself to buy some because I do have sunscreen at home. So let's see how much we can squeeze out of this. I don't have scissors, so I can't even cut this out. This is as much as I've gotten. One side of my face. The sunscreen is the Skin 1004 sunscreen, if you were wondering. Maybe if I pass by a Korean beauty store, I might be able to buy another one of these. I don't have time for this. Wow, this is what I wanted the CoverGirl essence to be. I'm scared to use because it's so expensive. But that's the point. Like, the point is to use it every day, to use it up, to love it, to get your money's worth. I don't even know if I want to add concealer, but I am going to, just to see what it looks like with added concealer on top. This is the Kosas Revealer Concealer. I've been really enjoying this again. I think that's enough concealer for today. We're gonna stop there. Then I'm gonna use my new Chanel Le Beige Water Fresh Blush. This is in the shade Intense Coral. I usually use the Dior Rosy highlighter, which is kind of like, I use it as a blush though. And this works really well with the CoverGirl Water Essence, but this is supposed to work with the Chanel. So let's see. I feel like there's not a lot in here. This is exactly the color that I like. Bright, peachy coral. Wow, 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 wow. It's pretty pigmented, this one too. There were some colors, fair warning, if you are interested in buying the water blush, whatever you want to call it. There are some colors that did not show up on me. So it's definitely something you want to see in store before paying like, what, $50 for this? Because I don't want you to buy the wrong thing. Intense Coral shows up really nicely on me. Incredible. Mic drop. I'm done. I shouldn't even go any further than this. I feel beautiful. I'm gonna put on some bronzer. Just a little bit. I'm kind of working backwards, but that's okay, I guess. For eyes, I'm just gonna go in with a little bit of cream shadow and eyeliner and some mascara, and that's about it. I'm only blending a small amount. I really don't want a lot of shadow. I just want to give my eyes some depth. This is the Merit Solo Shadow in the shade Mid-Century. Just a small amount, nothing crazy. Then I'm going to use a dark brown eyeliner. This is the Maybelline Hyper Easy. It's a little bigger of a wing than I was expecting, but we'll go with it. Then sometimes I do like to take like a powder, more of a warm tone powder. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Super Nudes. Love this palette. And I will just kind of blend out the winged liner to make it a little less harsh and more smoky. Now we're gonna go in with powder. Unfortunately, I kind of want a loose powder, but I didn't bring that on the trip. So I'm gonna use the Kosas powder in the shade Cushiony. And look at y'all, I hit pan on this. I do really enjoy this powder, but I'm so oily that sometimes it's not enough. I think that's enough powder. For blush, I'm gonna use the Dior Rosy Glow blush. This is in the shade Cherry. This is the Victoria Beckham Bronzing Brick. I've also fallen back in love with this. This is in the shade 03. I love all of these products together. Like, this is very much my ideal makeup bag, makeup routine. I've also really been into minimal mascara. And boom. Again, trying to embrace my natural eyes, my natural lashes, everything like that, as best as I can. We have made it to the lips portion. So for the lips, I'm gonna go in with my favorite all-time lip liner, Foxy Brown by Charlotte Tilbury. It is not too dark of a brown, but it's also not too light. It makes a difference on my skin tone. I feel like a lot of brown liners are either too dark or too light for me. Trying not to cut my lip because I didn't freaking bring a sharpener. And then I'm using the Benetint from Benefit. I really like this. Again, falling back in love with this. I've been falling back in love with products. And then on top of the lips, I'm using the Rhode Peptide Lip Tint. They had a pop-up in New York and I really wanted to go because I wanted to see what the products looks like in person. The pop-up ended by the time I got here, so unfortunately can't go to that. But that is today's lip combo. I don't know if I have enough blush. I can add a little bit more blush. Ooh, my hair is drying nicely actually. I love when this happens, but I feel like my makeup is makeuping today. I'm really happy with how it looks. Unfortunately, it is gonna be 90 degrees in New York City today, so my skin is probably gonna be melting off, but we'll see how these products hold up in the heat. But for now, this is proof that my makeup does look good. Just might not look like this at the end of the day. This is my outfit for today. It's literally just a cute dress from Victoria's Secret. I think it's from their Love Shack Fancy collection that I got last year. So I don't know if it's still available, but I love the fit of this. It has like this heart cut out and it's floral. It's also kind of more like a silky material, so it's very cooling. I usually would prefer to wear more clothing, especially in a city like New York, to feel comfortable, but I do not want to deal with the heat today. So my legs are free and breathing, and I do have biker shorts that cover me up fully. So I feel comfortable wearing this, and then I am just gonna put a t-shirt on top for when I take the subway for the sake of covering up this area of my body. I shouldn't have to do that, but it is what it is. After a taste of my first New York bagel and a little bit of caffeine, I sweated my way over to Washington Square Park. It was a few degrees too hot, but the heat kept me present. I spent the rest of the afternoon reflecting on what could be. Watching puppies, chasing pigeons, tourists taking photos in front of the arch, and NYU students laying out in the sun before I decided to take the ferry to Brooklyn. This is Jackie.
Hello.
If you've ever watched my old videos, which you probably haven't because they are privated, and I finally met my roommate. Hi.
Hello.
Tell them about yourself. What's your name? How old are you? Where you're from? What are you studying?
Okay. So I'm Jackie. I'm 18. I'm studying psychology here at Johnson & Wales.
Perfect. Where are you from?
New York.
New York. As we entered the store, we were greeted by endless pages of books stretching from wall to ceiling, with shelves brimming with stories of finding love, falling in love, and letting go of love. Jackie and I spent hours admiring the artwork on each cover, smelling the nostalgic scent of the pages, and chatting about which stories to lose ourselves in next.
He kisses one of the people that work for him, or did she work for him at the time? But anyway, she ends up working for him. They kiss, but then he texts her, like he catfishes her through text for no reason, just because he's scared. So it's like,
I remember.
She works under him, and they start liking each other. But then she also texts him, who is a different person. So then she finds out, and but he has to get married, and all that other stuff. This one is, I think, I liked this one better than
I
this one.
feel like I'm leaning towards that one.
The store offered a wide range of romance books, from fantasy to contemporary romance to erotica, and my favorite section, autographed by the author. While browsing through the signed copies, I realized that this bookstore, nestled in Brooklyn, and this city, is a dream for all of the hopeless romantics like me. The only thing I felt was missing was more time.